Hello there, Matrix. How are you? You doing okay? Give me a minute. Hello, Arcana. Hello, Leo. You've been existing? That is wonderful news. I have been Roll4ItConning. Good morning, Australia. How's it going, Caldy? Ooh, new glasses. Fancy. Ooh, yeah, wrong one. Hello, everyone. How are you? I'm back from Roll4ItCon, and I'm really tired. Hey, J-Tran. Caldi Levente. Zeus. Leo. Sata. Everyone. Hello. How are you? I've been at Roll4ItCon over the weekend. I don't know if anyone noticed, but it was a really good time. Everyone there was awesome, and I look shagged. That is a perfect word for how I feel. Excellent mustache. Thank you very much. It's not out here where it should be. But Roll4ItCon was a whole thing. That was a whole load of awesome. You felt awful on Saturday? Okay. You drink too much or something? Yeah, so Roll4ItCon was pretty awesome. I arrived at the thing on Thursday, then Friday we all hung out, we all chilled, mostly because the Americans were still jet lagged, and then in the evening we went out for a meetup with the community, and we all had a few drinks, had a few tiny burgers, and chatted about nerd stuff with nerds for a whole bunch of hours. I don't even know how long it was. I'm not at the point where I can fully comprehend what happened at the moment, but then I'm White Russian with Maggie. Fair. Okay. Yeah. They normally end my night as well. Not because they're strong or anything, but White Russians, you can't really mix because they're full of milk. You was at school? Fortunately, the VODs of the absolute nonsense that we got up to on Saturday and Sunday are going up on the Roll For It YouTube channel, which I think is being cut into like 2-hour-long bits. You can't really like condense what happened. It was like getting rammed through a very small tube of role playing and squished out the other side for 16 hours? My hair's still brown? It shouldn't be. I don't know if it shows up better here. Lexi, is my hair brown now?
Well, it never went red, did it? It's like a kind of chestnutty brown now.
It is a... Yeah.
A different shade of brown. It's a reddish brown.
I did dye my hair. Turns out...
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
This is for you.
Oh.
That's why I'm waving it in your face. Do you want milk in your tea?
And the whiskey tea.
It's very sweet tonight.
Yes, please? Are you having it without?
I don't know, I haven't decided.
Okay. We'll see how whiskey tea tastes.
Should I bring it up without milk or bring the milk with it? It's just finished brewing.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Mince pie? Yeah. Oh, we didn't get the Americans to eat mince pies. We got the Americans to eat a whole bunch of stuff, though. We got them to eat Turkish Delight, and they were like, no. It was great. Should have bought mince pies for them. Rammed through a tube for 16 hours. Yeah. Yeah. It was kind of ridiculous. For the final 2 hours, like after the final break of the Alien RPG, I stood up and I was like, how many more of those do we have to do? And Maggie was just turned around and was like, there's just one more. Don't worry about it, Josh. What do you think has been going on? Like, I don't know. So the Americans, exactly. They don't have Turkish Delight in the US? I think they do. They just don't have anywhere near as much of it as us. Okay, let's try whiskey tea.
It's gonna be really hot.
I've already burnt my tongue.
I think it smells like rum and raisin ice cream.
Yeah, it sort of does.
It's like a fake alcohol.
Mm. Bub got gifted like 2 bottles of Lafroig whiskey.
Where's my Lafroig?
I don't know.
Oh man, I will show you what I'm talking about.
Okay. But then we all sat around and tried the Lafroig, and that was fun. And I was like, it's kind of too sweet for me. Sorry, Bub. And he just looked at me like, it's okay to be wrong.
Lafroig roasted coffee.
Oh.
Aged for 10 weeks in Lafroig barrels.
Nice.
Yeah. No, this one's racing.
Fair enough. Does he? Uh-oh.
Mostly just because I think he's trying to help. do you want milk yet? Have you tasted it yet?
No,
I've not tried
it's
it.
too hot.
Okay. You burn your finger.
Ow. Doesn't taste too much.
I left it brew for 5 minutes.
Ow.
Does it mostly taste of finger?
No, it tastes like it's like a very it's not sweet. It mild tea.
That's the problem with a lot of these tasting. Oh, moustache!
Who dat? It's Skeletor. Oh, you know what?
Is Skeletor a badly from an 80s cartoon? It sounds like it.
Should be. Hang on. I'm gonna see if swapping to this gives us... Ooh, no. There we go. That should give us sounds, everyone. Just so you know. Thank you for those 18 months, Skelter. How are you? Welcome in. Very long time. Oh yeah, it's the second sub, baby. Whoop.
I don't think you can class it as a you can't get pregnant and do it. You have to have a little bit of grace period where your body goes, fuck, that was hard. That was really hard.
But I'm just that good. Pulls out all eyelashes. Oh, well, what's wrong with that? Tell them about the murder scene when you dyed my hair.
Oh my god, never ever dye anybody's hair red, because your hands, in your special gloves, because you shouldn't do it just your hands, go red, and it's, you went for, what's red?
Pillar box.
Pillar box red, is that?
Pillar box red.
And then you're washing it out, and it really goes like...
Turn down the
blood
music?
just running down the back.
Okay, it should turn itself down while I'm talking. There we go.
It was horrible, and it went on forever. That's why I don't think it's very dark. It's because it basically washed all of it out. I don't really understand
It doesn't...
how it works, but it is a different colour. It's just like a chestnut brown now, instead of being red.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it bleached so it goes proper red.
Yeah. It's really interesting.
You need to speak louder.
Hello! Yay! That was fully quite aggressive as usual. I think it looks like a darker brown than normal. Lighter. I don't know. It's a different colour to what it was. We've got full bottles of the stuff now to use.
Oh yeah, oops.
Don't pay attention when you shop, do you?
No, well, what they did was they put the ×3 at the end.
What were you expecting it to be at the beginning?
I just expected it to have like a number of units somewhere.
Okay.
Hang on.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, I'm alright. What did I get? The fancy name brand.
Schwarzkopf.
That's the
We're
one.
talking about
Pillowbox red.
Pillowbox red from Schwarzkopf. I was quite tempted to dye mine while we were away. But I couldn't be bothered.
Yeah. So at some point it'll get bleached and then it'll get red. This is the exact opposite of what Lexi actually wanted.
This I don't mind, because this isn't a
It's the
ludicrous
same colour as
It
before.
will just make you look incredibly pale and ill. I don't want to go to your mum's house with you looking washed out, because she already thinks you look ill enough as it is.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, bad enough that, oh, you're pale. How often do you go outside? You're so thin, are you eating alright? Like, well, you don't go outside, but you do eat well.
Mm-hmm.
You eat better when you're here than when you're out gallivanting with your friends.
We were very busy with role playing. We were too busy to order anything but... Well, we got like noodle boxes and pizza.
Yeah, the vegetarian meat.
Yeah, we tried that.
Was that unsuccessful? Did they not bring the vegetables?
Well, it was just me and Dot that ate it. Everyone else was like, vegetables. And also, it was like an onion spread very thinly over a margarita,
Okay.
basically. Oh, and chicken.
I think I'm his mum. Oh my god.
And she just has opinions.
Younger than him.
That face there, that is a kappa, which means they are joking.
Okay, I don't understand the internet. You're all freaks that don't understand you.
It's,
Yeah.
it's like you've never interacted with the internet.
I basically haven't. I use it for shopping and Pinterest. And watching stuff because we don't have normal TV.
Wow, savage.
So I don't understand what's going on.
You don't get OK Boomer?
No, what the hell's that?
Oh. But no, you must get this. Harley and I were talking about it the other day.
Listen to you guys.
Oh my god, okay. You need to Google that because I'm not explaining it to you.
No, explain it to me because I won't Google it.
You know what a boomer is, right?
No.
A baby boomer.
Oh, okay. Right. Yeah, that one fine. God, was that really something that's difficult to explain to me?
Well, for the OK Boomer, there's a whole other thing going on there.
Okay.
But you know what
I get it. It's old people complaining about kids these days when they're the ones that fucked everything up because they don't recycle.
Yeah, see, you do get it.
Yeah. Yeah. Does it improve? Can you drink it now?
Yeah,
Can I
yeah.
try some? Because mine's still in the kitchen.
It only hurt my tongue because it's already burnt.
Yeah.
It's quite nice. Not a very strong flavour.
I couldn't have more than one cup of it.
No, it's like someone steeped a piece of paper in there as well. It's got that kind of...
Oh, it's because I did. The tag thing fell in the pot.
Oh, then that's not whiskey flavour, that's paper flavour.
Yeah, I tried to keep the little label at the end of the string. Because I did the little teapot for us because I didn't want to get two out of the same bag. And it slipped in so that there will be a little bit of paper and a little bit of blue ink flavour in there too.
Okay, well, that's fine.
There's little butterfly bunnies are the cutest little thing. I want one. They're so
See
cute.
if I can bring them up.
But also they've got antlers.
Ooh. Oh, Empire! Whoa! That's another 18 months. That's a double baby right there.
So many twins!
Twins! Oh my god, twins.
I love the film Twins. I know I watched it, but it's really good.
That's what Lexi was talking about.
Yeah, so cute! They make me feel really aggressive. Because that's what cute stuff does to me. I'm really dangerous around the dogs. So cute, I want to squish your little face!
Mm.
Can I put on the
Yeah, go for it. But yeah, today has been me recovering from...
No, not really, because you're brown.
I've been recovering. I got... This morning was kind of funny. Because...
You've actually not talked to me today. You've come in, acted like an invalid, and had to listen to sleep.
Oh, yeah. I slept.
Have a grey one. So
I watched anime. I went to sleep. I ate. I went to sleep again. And now I'm here. But this morning, because Bub and I were sharing a room, I just decided to spend a little bit more time in bed. And then I woke up and it was like 10:30 or something. And he was like, yeah, I'm off.
So
Bye.
is he back to the States now?
No, he's off to like do a community meetup elsewhere.
Oh, that's cool.
He actually invited me to somewhere tomorrow. I need to check.
Cool.
Ooh, that's fluffy.
Really fluffy.
Way fluffier than mine. Mm. I'm assuming like stickers. But yeah,
I'm not sure they do. I think they do.
I shared a room with Bub, which was, let me tell you, a lot of fun. We watched a film together about a girl who murders lots of people and then turns out she's crazy and she did it all along. Didn't I get a kiss from Bub? Yeah, I did.
You get a good night kiss from me.
He tucked me in. What are you doing?
I'm trying to figure out if they've got no sticky back, because I can't find the peel off. But it looks like licking stick to me, but I don't want to lick it.
Yeah, it must be. Can I...
Ah, there we go.
Okay,
Because I don't have
okay.
fingernails and stuff's really difficult for me.
Hmm. Daddy Burb. Yep. That's always the question. Sometimes you dip it in the tea, it's fine. It adds to the flavour of your mustache.
Delicious. It's quite restrictive as you talk them.
It's also kind of wonky, but yeah.
Oh no! I'm gonna do it. Well, it doesn't help the. That's fair. It goes in different directions.
Naughty Daddy. Yep. I was kind of hoping I'd get to see Unsanitary Uncle, but, you know.
This is more stuff I don't understand.
That's Mathis.
Oh, okay. Why is he an unsanitary?
Because it rhymes, and I think during a show they were riffing on the Naughty Daddy thing. Well, you know, being a daddy.
Oh, okay, right.
Being a naughty version of that. Mm-hmm. Necro Daddy? Oh man. I hope not. Hey Pale Lord, welcome in. How are you? So yeah, basically I'm shattered and I need sleep. But I thought I'd kind of catch up. No! Yeah. Get back down. No, Pale Lord. Stop it.
What's Bone Daddy mean then?
I mean, it's just a innuendo.
That feels pretty blatant to me. There's no innuendo in it.
I said Necro Daddy then.
I'm standing in front of a thing. Someone is following.
Thank you, Meek Willed, for the follow. Did everyone here watch Roll4ItCon? Because if you didn't, then you should know it was ridiculous. You can watch it all soon. And we raised $8,500-ish for Medicine Sans Frontiere.
Médecins Sans Frontières.
Medicine
Doctors Without Borders.
San Francisco. You saw all of Star Games. Good. Yep. I was not expecting some of the things that happened.
Oh, was that Whitey and Maggie had things?
Yeah, they had moons because they were moon people that kidnapped various characters from different dimensions and put them all in a battle royale, like Hunger Games situation, to battle for the superiority and a wish.
And the one that was supposed to be like Alien?
Yeah.
That sounds called Stargate. Sounds like Stargate, not Alien.
Oh no, we did Alien the next day.
So when I said the one that was supposed to be like Alien, and you said yes, you meant no?
I thought you meant they were supposed to be aliens.
No,
You-
Alien isn't the franchise.
Right. Yeah, that was Sunday.
Oh, okay, what was that one then? Was that just stuff?
Yeah, that one was just trying out a new system and having a kind of horror movie thing. It was actually really, really good because what I didn't expect... Oh, hello Looney Q, welcome in. What I didn't expect from the Aliens game was for one character to basically kind of become the protagonist, but it happened kind of naturally, and then we all like played around that, and we had a really good time, and I think we told a really good story as well. It felt very much like an actual Alien film, like beginning to end. There was the whole like alien arrival, kind of the moment and various facehugger bits, and it escalated as pretty much exactly how you expected it to.
I feel like I should just go get a chair and my cup of tea, or do you want me to go on? Should I get a chair and my cup of tea, or should I go on?
You do what you want. You want to join?
I kind of do.
Yeah, come on
I
then.
feel like I've not seen you for 4 days, and I'm just going to lock you in a room for 4 hours.
I'm not doing this for 4 hours. I don't have that much stamina. Not now. Hey! You know more than you let on. So rude. You think your keyboard is dying? Well, don't worry, TTK. The message came through. I don't know if Lexi's actually interested in doing it. I don't know if they'd let Lexi on as a character. For like aliens or whatever. You don't have to join in when Lexi jokes about it. I'm getting dogpiled now. I'm just gonna have my mince pie and cry. Thank you very much. It's good, bro. Hang on, they can't hear you.
Oh no, goodness, look again. Hello. About the Americans having mince pies. Do they not have mince pies in the States?
No, that's an English thing.
Yes, I didn't know that.
Yep. Americans, when they make mince pies, they put beef in it. Because they think it's savory. What's up, Cloud? How are you? A point of fatigue? It's true. I had... I'm gonna say at least 2. I did 2 8-hour streams. So I'm gonna long rest off those points of fatigue tonight. And then tomorrow it's straight back to work, basically. What? Minimal?
How much did you get in my hat?
In your hat?
I wore a pirate hat this morning for my stand-up. It was full of biscuit crumbs. What do you do with it? I only worn it that once.
How is Burnout going to feel about what happened to Frey? Probably pretty bad. But my headcanon, spoilers by the way, for the end of Star Games, my headcanon is that, if you want to avoid them, just turn off the sound. Frey was helping get to the future where Ollie did the thing, and then it was all fine again. So really, he didn't fuck it up.
Yes, dear.
Wanna move over this way? Spoilers are over. By the way, come back in.
He was a ghost the whole time. I don't even know what you're talking about. One of your silly games you play and you lock yourself away in your room.
Well, we all locked ourselves away in EE's room for 8+ hours for 2 days. It was kind of ridiculous.
You guys don't take enough break.
We took one every 2 hours.
Oh, okay, alright.
Yeah, I think it was pretty well organized. So eventually, we just kind of got into the rhythm of it, and then pretended like we weren't all shattered, and got on with it. Yeah.
Professional.
Yeah, so let's go over some stats, some facts that I know from Roll4ItCon now. $8,500 raised, real money,
Understand.
which is awesome. So thank you everyone who helped. by retweeting or donating or whatever. It was all for a good cause and all for a good time. Fact, Americans have no taste in sweets.
Anything.
They don't have mince pies. They don't, another fun fact, we got through 2 bottles of vodka.
6,567 pounds and 82.
And
Well
that wouldn't be exact, because it's not exactly 8,500, but
Well,
yeah,
a little change.
thereabouts. We consumed, I'm gonna say, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost 10 pizzas.
How many of you?
There were, I don't know. Who? There were
You.
6 of us.
Dot,
1, 2, 3,
and
6
Bert,
of us.
E,
And then
Vincent.
also Peachy.
I'm Maggie. I'm Peachy. That's 8 people.
Okay, there were 7 of us.
Who didn't have?
Peachy, because he had to leave the same day he arrived. He got
He
back.
didn't come from that far though. He's not like from.
He came
Bolton,
from
not.
Wales, right?
Go
So,
to Chester. It's on the border.
but
I didn't know
it took
he came
him.
from Wales.
He left, I think, close to midnight, and he got home at 4 a.m.
Did he drive?
Mm-hmm.
Does he live in the middle of Arsene nowhere in Wales then?
Pardon?
Does he live in the middle of Arsene nowhere?
Apparently, I have no idea.
It's a pain because no one ever thought about getting into Wales if you're not going to Cardiff.
We
So
don't want
it
the Welsh
It
escaping.
takes forever to get there.
We don't want to give them an easy access out.
Well, they got out. I'm half Welsh.
Spoiling the rest of the country.
Oh, I'm going to tell my mum you said that.
Bub said one of those was just... Well, I mean, yeah. Oh, we got through 2 bottles of champagne as well. That was good. We had 1 llama cake. It's a cake with a face of a llama on it.
Oh, okay, cool.
And it was filled with Smarties.
You're like a pinata llama. A llama.
Well, yeah, I guess, yeah. Aren't pinatas supposed to be llamas anyway?
And donkeys.
Oh, it might be donkeys.
I don't know. I've never actually met a pinata.
Hmm. No idea. We ate. With the Americans, we tried dime bars. We tried randoms. We tried Turkish delight from Fries, and
Oh no, I don't like the fries.
well, that's what they.
No.
That's what I couldn't get across to them, is that that's not proper Turkish delight, even though it's still
just slimy.
alright.
The texture's wrong.
It's not perfect, but it's what we had. What else did we give them? We gave them Jaffa cakes. We gave them wine gums.
They don't have wine gums?
Don't have wine. They don't have wine gums. They don't have round trees over there,
Maynard.
or Maynards apparently.
One of the things says Maynard. One of the gums. In one
Oh,
of
does
those
it?
says Maynard.
Dime bars are good. We
Best
gave
thing about going to IKEA.
We-
Big bag of dime bars.
we
the worst
gave
thing is all the wrappers.
we gave them those Kinder Hippos, which they don't get over there.
Oh, like the wafer with all
Yeah,
the
the
bubble bits on
Ferrero
the
Rocher
bottom. I never had
style
one of
thing.
those. Oh,
They're good though. They're good.
I have one of my fake Buenos today. They're so good. Love a fake Bueno. Can't eat wafer.
Mm. And I sent Maggie away because she bought a bunch of
Shoot. Go, go away.
I sent Maggie away with a bunch of sweets that I helped choose because she went with Bentham for the tasting at Roll4ItCon, and then I went with her to tell her how wrong she was about, or how wrong Bentham was about his selection of
really
British-only
picky
candy.
eater.
He is not. He
Only
choused.
drinks apple juice.
Bentham probably went through. Here's another fact, a Roll4ItCon fact. He probably went through like 4, what they call those packs, tubs of apple juice.
Yeah.
Because
Every time he's been to our house, it's either apple juice or water.
yeah, he just shovels sugar and thingy juice. I'm not awake. I'm not awake.
Josh isn't really a person at the moment. He's just kind of a slightly reddish blob, but mostly brown.
Yeah. So I sent Maggie away with an eclectic selection of sweets. They didn't like Parma violets, so I gave her some of them.
Very few people do like Parma violets. I like them.
Got one of
They
the
taste
big
the same.
ones as well. The proper sweet bar ones. Yeah. Yeah. None of them liked it, which is fine. I also gave her the fruit salads.
The fruits and blackjacks.
And obviously, with fruit salads, you have to have
Blackjacks
blackjacks.
are amazing.
I don't think any of the Americans are going to like them. I've asked her to tell me, like,
I don't
what
think I
her.
particularly like aniseed that's not super sweet.
Mm.
Because they're not that sweet, are they?
I mean, blackjacks are pretty sweet compared to most
I think
aniseed.
compared to Americans,
I have no idea.
there's not
They
enough
don't have a lot of
high
aniseed over there.
fructose corn syrup in it.
They don't have a lot of licorice or aniseed over there, so I have no idea.
Oh my god, we went to Iceland every single time.
Couldn't find fireballs.
What the hell's a fireball?
They're like pepper aniseed balls, like Jawbreaker style little balls.
I think I do know them, but I don't know what they are.
They're gross. They're
I
disgusting.
never used to like licorice. Whereas now I like the flavour, I don't like the texture of chewy. Too chewy.
Oh, one thing they don't have in America: flying saucers, which is a real shame because they're amazing.
All the like proper traditional like Victorian sweets they don't do they?
Yeah, they don't have that
For
stuff.
some reason I see that's being Victorian, but it's probably not, is it? It's
I didn't-
the 50s.
I didn't find a proper sweet shop in Chester because we only had time.
Yeah.
Me and Dot only had time to go into town, look at the cathedral, go around there, have a cup of tea. She didn't know what a panto was.
No, that's a very British thing.
Yeah, well, I thought I'd explain
So
it
British
because
it's making me sound a little bit Welsh.
yeah. They don't have.
It's not the right kind of humour for Americans. They don't do daft.
Well, I mean, she works for a theatre company, and they put on a kind of comedy version of Christmas Carol, which is similar from what she described.
Okay, but did it have like, oh no, he isn't.
No, it doesn't. It's
He's
not a traditional thing.
behind you.
It's not a traditional thing like that.
Is there any reason people go? They can shout
Oh,
at
yes,
you.
it is.
Exactly.
This is quite nice.
It's alright, isn't it? I think it's the kind of thing I'd order in a tea shop, but I wouldn't buy it to bring it home.
What are blackjacks? Are they a licorice type? I don't.
They like the texture of a chew-it, aren't they?
Yeah, they're
But
like
a little bit tougher.
they're
a bit more chewy.
chews. They
And they turn your
are.
mouth black, which is incredibly good fun when you're 8 years old.
Yep. They
It means you
are
can't eat
pitch
them at
black.
school 'cause you get told off.
Your mouth goes blue-black, and
There we go. Sunbursts for goths.
Yeah.
That's basically it. They've got that strange licoricey, slightly medicinally flavour, which metalheads love, and they turn your teeth black, which metalheads love.
Mm.
They're goth sweets. Nicely pointed out, Judge Bread. That's great.
Judge Bread came to the meetup,
Oh, lovely!
so it was nice meeting all of you who came. It was really good.
Did you have a good turnout?
Yeah, we did. We got a +1 as well. So,
Reason when you weren't expecting, or did you bring your other girlfriend along with you?
well, I almost ended up with another girlfriend.
Ooh.
So,
Was
The-
it Bob?
no, know. If only. So we were all doing our thing in this really cramped corner of an all-bar one. And I was chatting with a couple of people on the outskirts of the I guess, group. And over wobbles this woman who is clearly out for a Friday night party. And she comes over and is like, "What's all this then? My friend sent me over because I'm the weird one." And we're like, "Oh, well, that's not nice. What makes you weird?" And she's like, "I really love Star Wars."
This is what used to happen to me when we were at uni. If there was like a cluster of people, I would be the one sent over to go ask why they were there. Because we're nosy, and my friends are shy, and I'm not.
But this was a kind of party girl kind of
She could sense the nerd in you.
She could sense the nerd. I think she quite liked the nerd in me. I'm just saying, she gave me her name, and she offered to give me her number. That is not a thing that usually happens.
And that's only because you don't go outside.
That's true. It means I can avoid that whole...
You don't go to like bars without me.
That's true.
Ever.
Yeah.
So that's why that doesn't happen to you. It doesn't even happen to you. Yeah.
But it was a whole situation I wasn't prepared for. And then oh my goodness, I might be getting his name wrong. I think his name was Antonio. One of the fans who was standing next to him, we were chatting. It turns around and is like, "He's famous." So it was kind of nice being wingmanned by a fan. And then later he was like, "I am so sorry if I dropped you in it." I was like, nah, that's fine. Did he jump a grenade? I have no idea. I left soon after. Attila came over and was like, "Do you need a rescue?" I was like, "Maybe in a bit." But everyone was really nice. It was a wonderful meetup. And we just talked about all sorts for hours. Which is, I guess, sort of like what we're doing here, except people can talk back and interject and tell me I'm an idiot. And then EE shouts like, "Oh, what do you think? Is Frey gonna die in the games?" Stuff like that. The icebreaker was fun. I think, yeah, so...
Icebreakers are never fun.
Well,
they feel really awkward.
The only reason it was fun for everyone, I think, was because once you'd finished the icebreaker, you got a gift.
Oh, okay.
Apparently a couple of people just went around dodging the game. But I'll explain what the icebreaker was. Everyone, literally everyone, including the cast, got a key with a number on it. And the key was also a bottle opener. So I got that somewhere in my luggage.
I need to find it.
And, well, I'll finish the story.
Yeah, I want to hear the story. And then I'll go get the props.
But, oh yeah, we can show off the badges and stuff.
What they're missing out on.
And one other person had another key with the same number. And you had to go around and you had to ask, before you told the person your number, find the person who matches yours, you had to ask them a question about themselves. And so I was like asking, what's your favourite Roll4It character? Where's your favourite place in the world? I got some really interesting answers from people about, like, you know, family holidays and stuff like that, which was really cute. But apparently there were a couple of people that were not into it, and they were just like, "I want the prize. My number's 5."
That would be me. I'd be like, "Tell me what your number is," and then I'd just start chatting to them afterwards.
Can I watch a video if I send a link? No.
Can, but we won't.
Was it you, Judge Bredd? Every time EE tried to corral everyone and called you nerds, your feelings were hurt?
Oh, there's nothing wrong with being a nerd.
That is just EE all the time. So antagonistic and bullying me.
What did the nasty man do to you?
He told me that one of the characters, if they won, would wish to go on a date with my character. And she's a weird demon lady.
Okay. Well, she can wish it all she likes. It doesn't have to come true.
It's fine. It doesn't matter.
Is it context I don't understand again?
It's for the Star Games. Because if you win the Star Games for the charity event, your character gets a wish. It was the charity event, the charity stream.
But if you win it, I don't understand what that means.
Well, it's a battle royale.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. I mean, it worked. Everyone looked when he shouted nerds.
Yeah. I do, and I go like people. You just make a noise and look. But nerds is quite a good one.
Hello, Amy. It was good to meet you. I hope you weren't too disappointed by the lack of redness in my hair.
Red.
I mean, technically...
It went down the back, but it's still red.
Technically, it was dyed, but it doesn't. My hair color didn't support it. So at some point in the future, it's getting bleached.
I wonder what you look like with just peroxided hair.
Me? I'd look like Simon Pegg from Spaced.
Oh, fun. No, it's because your eyebrows are so dark. That's why when you first dyed it before we washed it out, I said you look like Archie Andrews from Riverdale, because he's got super dark eyebrows because he's not naturally dimmed. Which they never regret. It slightly annoys me. And there's a bit
It's
where
just a fashion
he dyes
choice.
his hair black so no one can tell that it's him, but I'm like, that's just I'm gonna go look for the teeth. There's nothing in your luggage I shouldn't see, is there?
If you find a number in there, just ignore it. It's Bubs. Violet deserves love too. Does she though? I'm sure she wants love. Violet very aggressively seeks love. I'll say that much. Oh yeah, that's a fun thing I did. As well as going around convincing everyone with Judge Bread that Barnaby did nothing wrong in season 2 of Layla, I went around and I got oh yeah, I need to do the beer thing. I went around and got everyone to change their Discord names to Bentham.
Why?
It was the least disrupted troll thing I could think of doing. What would Frey think of Barnaby? Oh, Frey would have the hots for Barnaby. No, Barnaby's bi. Who's the androgynous women?
Oh god, from the King Arthur one?
Oh no, Morgan was non-binary.
Okay.
So are they?
But visually you said not like she looked androgynous. Right?
Yeah, they did.
And then there was that Victorian lady with the top hat.
Oh yeah, for the one shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ha.
Did I pick up something that had a key in it? No?
No, the key will be buried somewhere, or I've lost it. But I found my person after 2 questions, so I just kept on going around disappointing people by asking them questions. I got a double lolly, also something I gave Maggie to send back to her friends. And drumsticks, also included in the care package. And blue dice.
Got more new dice.
Yeah. Oh, and even more new dice, because the Roll4It admins bought everyone who came shiny metal dice specifically to use on camera, and then we got to take them away with us.
Are they in here? Or have you lost those as well?
No, they're in my package, in the luggage, in a little tin. They are in there. I put them in there this morning.
Because these are the ones they bought you last year, aren't they?
So yeah, we got exclusive pins from the meetup. I didn't have any of the rare ones. There was one like this, that's Silence of Silence, because they took the top half of one of them and the bottom half of the other.
Silence of silence.
Then I got my Star Games competitor. And I stole this from someone. Or Zach. His character. And I got the show that I'm on.
What did I say?
Shadows of Duskfall. Look, Papa.
No, I thought it said
Papa's
Dusk
there.
You. I was like, Dusk You too.
Yeah.
I like Papa. I know nothing about him other than I really like the costume, but it's mostly my clothes.
My clothes that I gave to you that I'm now using.
Hat isn't yours.
Oh, the scarf
vat isn't yours. The pocket watch isn't yours.
Can't use the pocket watch. It doesn't show up on screen.
Can I have it back then before it gets
Yeah.
scrapped? Because you misuse stuff.
Oh, misuse stuff.
Treat them poorly.
Oh, I try not to. Papa is dead. Don't you dare say that. The bells didn't ring.
He's just sleeping.
He's just sleeping.
He'll be fine. I don't know. I know you got a new costume because you stole my hat again.
So there were a few very rare pins. Every one of the Star Games competitors got their own pin, and that includes the, I think, field mouse called Pecklank, who is appropriately sized on the badge.
It's teeny tiny.
It's just a teeny tiny little picture of this mouse.
Oh, that's really cute.
There was also one for last year's winner,
didn't
My
need a
Little
costume.
Pony.
Oh, yeah, no, I did.
And there is also the super rare and hilarious version of Ava for this. So they kind of cut the two art bits
Okay.
from the first season and the second season and cut them in half and stuck them together. And it worked really well for all the other characters, except Ava, who in one instance is doing this with a camera, and the other instance is like this. So you splice them together and she's got an arm coming out of her boob.
Really long face.
No, it's an arm boob and 3 arms on the picture. It's creepy.
That's weird.
Peachy was great. Peachy and Dot together are a terrifying dream team of roleplay and silly ideas. What are you doing?
Looking at
The eye body horror.
I'm not going to ask because it's probably going to be quite unsettling. So is that 2 costumes?
Yeah, it's 2 different pieces of art spliced together.
Okay.
There are also other boxes. Oh yeah, and that's the lock that the key unlocks when you find your partner. Oh, and we got a fridge magnet.
It's a magnet?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, there are more of these. I don't know what they're going to do with them, but you better be real nice to the admins if you want one. What are you doing?
Just falling over the green screen because it's got really big feet.
Okay.
Just like you.
There's a mouse in it. Oh yeah, I know. That was... Well, I found it fine, but Bub every now and again just looked at me like... I really wish they'd stop it, honestly.
Sounds horrible.
Yep. I think the interactions between the characters were all really cool. Everyone got to say weird stuff to each other and get confused and team up in interesting ways. Yeah. So it was fun. Also, exclusive notebooks. Oh, what character sheet have I got here? I've got the
Got the other one on the back.
2 different character sheets from my several characters that I definitely didn't get killed
You died!
in Alien, the Alien RPG. which I really like, by the way. It's very, very good. And then I've got some notes.
What's on the back?
Oh, all the names of the Star Games contestants.
Oh, okay. So you were...
I was Casper Cross. I wish they'd put Frey, to be honest.
Oh, is that his actual real name?
It's his real name, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. But they kind of had to announce that the thing was done, and you can still watch it and enjoy what happened. Because
You don't know how
You-
they won. Just know
you will
they did.
not guess how things kind of strung together so that the winner won. It was something else. Oh dear.
You're alright, you're flagging a bit.
I am flagging a bit. I would love to just play a game or something and chill out.
You know you're allowed to do that. That's okay.
I don't know if I have the energy.
Hmm?
Is there anything anyone wanted to know about Roll4ItCon? I've run out of bare facts about Roll4ItCon, like off the top of my head.
How about bear facts about bears?
No bears were harmed in the making of that show. Tell about the food at the meetup? The food was decent. Oh, one of the many things that they don't have in America. So at the meetup they had...
Vegetables.
No,
Manners. Human decency.
they had cheese. One of these things is not like the others. They had halloumi.
Oh yeah.
Halloumi on sticks. And the Americans were like, wow, what is this? They don't get halloumi particularly easily or often in America, apparently, and they don't go looking for it.
We've only really had it here for about 10 years.
Right, but
I remember...
it's really popular and everywhere.
Oh god, yeah. I remember being in college and my friends talking about grilled cheese. But it was from some book they were reading that was like was super ancient. So grilled cheese, I was like, yeah, they mean halloumi because you can put it on a grill. They didn't mean grilled cheese like cheese toasters. That's all wrong anyway.
J-Tran knows.
Yeah, it's brilliant. You can even get it in Nando's. Oh my god, right? I was talking to Colin, my friend from work who's very uppity. Not uppity, wrong word. A bit la-di-da. His son, he's 19, has never been to Nando's.
It's not that great.
But you should be able to go to Nando's and make your own decision that it's not great.
Yeah,
Or
true.
be in the need to have some food very quickly.
We did get them Nando's. We did get the Americans Nando's as
You've got
well.
to take Americans for a quick cheeky Nando's. It's a requirement.
We got the Nando's delivered because it was our dinner in the middle of the in the middle of the Aliens game.
Part of the charm of Nando's, though, is seeing how sticky it is and having the Latin music in the background. You can dance to while you wait for your chicken.
Oh, they really skimped on the hot sauce on mine. It was like a very light touch. It wasn't even spicy. It was a shame. Oh well.
I found that actually. We went for a Nando's on the weekend too. And it wasn't that spicy. And I had hot thighs and they weren't that hot. A bit disappointing.
It was very cheeky of Nando's to have done that to me, so I was disappointed.
living up to
But
their
I did
name
get the
there, aren't they?
did get the macho piece, so that was good. What was your favourite part of the Star Games? I have a lot. And this is going to be spoilers, so the spoiler finger will exist on screen until I've stopped doing spoilers.
Mine went on too lazy. Mine won't keep mine up, I'm lazy.
Well, who's not got stamina now?
I've been working since 9 o'clock. As soon as I finished working, I made you dinner. Now I'm helping you do your job because you're too tired.
It's true. Okay, favourite bit, honestly, the bit where Pecklenk crawled into Ida's eye hole.
Ah!
Right? That was Bub's reaction.
What's wrong with you lot?
It was so fun. He's like a tiny little mouse, and because she's got a eye patch, he kept on opening it like that and then screaming at people. Ah! And shooting guns out of her eye hole. It was ridiculous.
Okay, that's less horrible now that I know that they don't have an eye in that socket.
Oh no, there's no eye.
Okay.
The eye was removed.
It's weird, but it's not gross.
No, it was very
just-
weird, but very, very,
It's
very
a strange
funny.
thing to think, like, hey, there's a little mouse hidey hole in your face. Hello.
Everyone, I'm gonna have to go through the clips and see what was going, what people were clipping, because I need to go through and like find the highlights of those. Everyone should find the highlights. Another favorite part of the Star Games for me was the consecutive turns where fucking Ulf Ironborn took a rocket launcher to the face, died, got back up, and then my character was just like, I should be a hero. This doesn't feel very heroic. And he just kept, he's this like gruff Scottish man who's just like, I'll fucking have you. And I'm like, no, you won't. Bam. And it explodes. And then he gets back up. It happened like 5-6 times.
How does he keep getting back up again?
He had a ton of tanky abilities to stop him from dying.
Oh.
It was ridiculous. God. Oh, I think the stroke of genius and the pure willingness to go along with it, when Bentham decided that even though he knew that the Honda Fit was booby trapped, his character didn't know that. So his character got in the Honda Fit and put foot on the pedal and basically learnt how to drive a car, but even though he's from Game of Thrones, and then just survived dying because of the health points I'd given him and his armor by 1 health point, and that was some real great RP. And I think that's it for Star Games. That was my top tip. You got anything to add?
I'm loving the fact that while you're talking about this, they're having a conversation about cheese.
I trust my chat. They know what's good.
I assume these are the people that aren't listening because they don't want spoilers. But they're discussing whether halloumi is feta or where they're from, how they're both not Greek, but they are both Greek, and what's the definition of them. It's really funny that that's what they're talking about.
Well, halloumi is Cypriot, right? It's from Cyprus.
There's arguments about that.
Is there?
There's also, I'm going to call it jalumi, that's spelled with a J.
Jalumi. Is it jammy?
Slightly different.
Is it the same thing?
Oh yeah, it's the same thing.
Oh, okay.
But it's not the same thing. It's very, very different, but it's the same thing. But like, we think of it as being Cypriot halloumi, but we eat it in Turkish restaurants. Oh, Cypriot halloumi.
I think there is also Turkish halloumi though.
Yeah, because we have it in that nice place we go to that always makes me ill.
Oh yeah.
It's good cheese.
Yeah, so everyone, I hope you didn't get spoiled if you didn't want, but otherwise, like, just 100% cheese, good stuff. Teach the Americans that they should try and get halloumi if they can.
Mediterranean cheese is very nice. I want cheese now.
Yeah. Hello, Fredato. We've been talking about Roll4ItCon. It was intense.
Hour and a half too late if you want to know stuff about it. Josh is now too tired to do it all again.
But it was really
Go
good.
watch the streams.
As a summary, it was really good. I fucking loved meeting all the people in real life. Actually getting to touch their faces. Like this was...
How you touch someone's face in case no one knew.
I think it's...
Your beard's quite soft.
I need to get rid of it, but yeah. As cool as it is being able to play games over the internet, doing it in real life is just sort of better because you can like time your responses. You can like, do hand gestures and like fist bumps and high fives and slap fights or whatever. And like learn about the body language and get so much more information, and so like eye contact, like direct eye contact, if nothing else, is really, really valuable and fun for role playing. I wish I could do more IRL role playing with them, and they're all wonderful
So you do it
people.
once a week in real life.
Right,
not
but with them,
that's
with them.
I mean.
Yeah. You pre-ordered the Alien RPG? Good. I'm glad we convinced people to take a look into it, because I think it's a really good system for creating an Aliens style story.
So is it not out yet?
It will be out in a week or two.
So you got a special super secret edition.
It's special. It's not quite so secret now. We streamed it for 8 hours.
True. That's not a secret.
As a self-proclaimed foodie, you must try it. Definitely worth it. 10th
I
of
don't
December.
know what they're talking about now. You're going to try and eat an RPG?
Oh, no, cheese. 10th of December.
10th of December is next Tuesday.
It was nearly... Oh, yeah, well, on both of them, we went over by like an hour.
You guys are the worst at keeping time. You're
Yeah.
really bad at it.
Yeah, we're awful at it. But we did finish the stories. We rounded everything off really nicely.
Well, that's worth it, because it's just a one-shot.
Yeah.
When it's just your normal Sunday streams and you're still going at 1 in the morning, I'm like, come to bed, you're really loud. Because we sleep next door.
I don't.
And lots of shouting happens in here.
Ah!
And I have to get up for work.
Time is relative. Yeah, I think I had a cousin called Time.
That was really bad.
I'm tired.
You know, I love really bad jokes, but that one just made me breathe really heavily.
Then you know what it's like for me to live around you and our friends, because you lot love your puns.
Yeah.
I don't love puns quite so much as you.
They're fun. They're stupid.
They are fun. They are stupid. They're definitely stupid. How sleep deprived was everyone during and after Alien?
Probably not as sleep deprived as now.
During Alien, we hadn't had a lot of rest the night before, but we did go to bed properly. We probably got between 6 and 4 hours of sleep, depending on the person. And then we may, after Alien, have all started to lose it and then started to drink.
You got
Dylan! Thank you, Dylan Cotter 1 for
I see the
9
first
months!
is here today.
That's the
Sorry.
baby!
Hi everyone.
We had a
Yay
baby.
for 9 months of moustaches.
It's got a little mustache.
little mustache baby.
Yeah. And thank you for that 5 month drink. Welcome in. Yeah, so after...
That's what you're going to look like when you're older.
That's so uncomfortable.
That's really tickly, isn't it?
It's tickly on my nose and my mustache.
It's
Yeah.
not very tickly on my mustache. I'm not sticking it on mine.
Yeah. So after Aliens, we were all like completely done.
And then you
Higher
started
function
drinking.
wise, and then we drank and chatted until suddenly it was 6 in the morning. And it was the best. It was a good time.
I feel particularly bad for the 2 Americans that came over and were probably... Oh no, 3 Americans that came over
Yep.
were probably really, really jet lagged.
Maggie's probably home by now. I think
Man.
she went basically straight back. But the other 2, they're hanging around in England. I don't think I'll be able to meet up with Bub and Dot tomorrow.
Where are they?
They invited me out to like Leeds or something.
I think it takes like 3 hours to get to Leeds.
Yeah? It's not too bad. I wonder when the last train back from Leeds is.
Probably like 9 o'clock.
I hope not. If it's 9, then we'll see. Anyway. Yeah. It was... Maggie doesn't sleep. Maggie probably doesn't get enough sleep, but... Maggie's fine.
She works
She-
so much.
She works really hard. She's an adult.
She can make her own mistakes.
Yeah. You hope Maggie doesn't push herself too much? Nah, Maggie will be fine.
This sounds like we're planning an intervention for Maggie.
Nah, Maggie's gonna be fine. She's smart. She's real smart. You might be a bit out of it because of uni. I have a similar feeling.
You're still out of it because of uni. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, and even though the coffee Lauren made us last year was devastatingly strong, I just kind of assumed that E would have used it. But no, it was the same pot of instant coffee
Oh, okay.
from last year. And I was like, I remember what happened. People are asking for coffee. I will very carefully pour this in here. And no one mentioned anything. No one bounced off walls. Oh dear.
You are struggling so much, you are holding yourself up. Spreading yourself through.
Okay, so I think we're gonna cut it there before I fall asleep on stream, which is against the terms of service.
Really?
Yeah.
Can someone else be asleep on the stream?
I don't know.
When
I-
someone's
I-
awake.
Don't remember the rules.
So, like, could I have a little nap and you keep going? Or vice versa?
Maybe. I have no idea.
Okay. Some of these terms of service are so strange. What about people that just like watching people sleep because they find it calming?
No, I guess not.
No?
Yeah. There will probably be a stream on Saturday. I'm gonna see if I can get as many vampire videos out for the next few weeks, and now I'll make normal videos and stuff. So I'm gonna go back to that. But until then, let's find someone to raid. Should we see who's doing their thing?
Is anyone from the convention working?
Peachy's
today?
here. Let's raid Peachy. Everyone prepare your winky mustaches.
What
We're going
does
in.
GTFTS mean?
Go the fuck to sleep.
Oh wow, that has to exist, does it?
Yep. Thank you everyone for recapping and debriefing with me. I
That
say
surely can't be in the terms of service.
we're going to go raid Peachy and tell him how much we love Eyeball Pecklank.